Yo, what is up everyone? It is unwanted here, and today I'm bringing you a guide on how to get shiny fossil Pokemon in X and Y without the Masuda method. This will not work in any other game, which I'll explain later, but getting the setup correctly will give you a 2% chance per reset. That may sound bad, but for shiny odds, it's pretty good. Better than the Masuda method. Now, with that being said, let's get started. You can't shiny on in X and Y if you don't have the game. Even if you see this video and decide you don't want to do this method, I still recommend you buy these games if you don't have them, but this video isn't a review. If you don't have either game, or you have both, these are the version exclusive fossil Pokemon. Personally, I think X has the better shinies, and like I said earlier, this only works in X and Y. This is easily the hardest part. Well, maybe not, because there's the actual hunting, but that 2% odds I talked about will be a 0.7% chance without it. The Shiny Charm triples your chance of finding a shiny Pokemon, but you need the National Dex to complete the National Dex to get it. This is definitely worth your time, as it will help with every method except Friend Safari, increase the chance of you just stumbling into a shiny, and completing the National Dex is fun in my opinion. I have a guide on how to do it, which I'm linking on screen now and at the end of the video. Personally, I think my guide's helpful, but if you don't find my guide helpful yourself, I'm sure there are more on YouTube. Here you can see every shiny fossil Pokemon except the ones from Kalos. The reason I don't have the Kalos ones here is because you only get one of those fossils, so it won't work with the next step. Also, keep in mind that the Kanto fossils are exclusive to Y, and the Hoenn fossils are exclusive to X. If you don't have a preference on what shiny you get, or want multiple of these shinies, I'll explain a way to leave things up to fate in the next step. But before I go there, I want to rant about the fact that Kabuto, Tortuga, and Archon are good shinies that evolve into trash. Aside from the actual shiny hunting, this is the most tedious part. Go to Glittering Cave, which is a hassle on its own, and break rocks until you have 30 fossils that you're happy with. If you aren't picky with what shiny you get, you can use the first 30 you get. If you want one and only one shiny, get around 30 of that Pokemon's fossil. Or maybe you want two and we'll get 15 of each fossil. Essentially, you can customize the probability of what shiny you'll get to whatever you like. With all the smashing you did, you probably got some fossils you don't want to revive in your hunt. To get rid of them, revive them before the hunt, sell them, or give them to Pokemon. And yes, I intentionally made the Helix fossil my discard fossil. You're almost ready. Just make sure your party is full so Pokemon go to the PC, and have an empty box ready there. This is why this method only works in X and Y, as other games will not send the fossil Pokemon to your PC. This is also why 30 is a good number, as a PC box holds 30 Pokemon. And now for the long and tedious part. If you aren't already there, go to Ambred Town and then the Fossil Lab. Save before talking to the guy and then revive all your fossils. Check your PC to see if any of them were shiny and reset if they weren't. Because you're reviving 30 fossils, you have over a 2% chance of finding a shiny each try. Essentially, one reset is like 6 horde battles. Patience is key. You wouldn't want to give up and let all that preparation be in vain. And that's it. Even though there may be better shiny hunting methods out there, I think it's quicker than the Masuda method, which is the only other way to get shiny fossils. Let me know in the comments if you think this is a good method and why or why not. If you did think it was good, please like the video and consider subscribing for similar content. Speaking of similar content, you can click the annotations to watch my National Dex guide and my Island Scan guide. With all that being said, this is unwanted, signing out. Peace.